Oh, this is Wales Interactive. This is people behind all those FMV games I'm playing. It's not the same developers. I gotta look this up because I could have sworn that it was the same, unless that really is like. No, I'm looking this up right now. Screw everything. Okay. Yes, the company Wales Interactive did the amazing thing that was Infinity Runner, and then did all of these bad FMV games I've been playing lately. Which and Made of Scare, which was actually like decent looking. What a weird output they have. Um, like none of those fit together at all. But yes, this is the Shapeshifting Detective. I did stream Infinity Runner, right? Where you're just a werewolf running forward and smacking into walls and dying.
You're listening to Radio
I know,
August.
right?
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Give me a sequel to
It's
that one
5
too.
o'clock, and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night.
I'm liking this
A crime of violent and despicable act. Anyone with
oil paint
information
special
about
effect
the
thing.
murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline.
It's not
It's
quite
horrible, Poe.
a recreation,
Indeed it is.
but like yeah, back in the like mid '70s, this is how like sci-fi things did special effects.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Well, fine, I'll stop talking over things. So did this say controller recommended? Because I'll go for it.
Exactly. Rewind.
And make Infinity Runner 2. It was actually kind of good for being kind of bad. It's definitely worth the money for what
You're
it
listening
cost.
to Radio August. Dark Nights.
Which was like $1,
Poe
to be
and
clear.
Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock, and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw.
For a while, I was just getting people as like
Shaw's
just
body
random
was
birthday
discovered
presents,
last
and they were all
night.
very
Shin
confused.
Tupon is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline.
Also, wait,
It's horrible, Poe.
weren't we just
Indeed
here?
it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. You know why you're here, don't you? Then humor me, the dead girl, and this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one
I'm almost thinking you're a little bit too close to the
Don't
camera. It's a
get
little.
caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
It's a little distressing.
It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
I think he's talking to you.
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, You'll be deprecated.
Deprecated.
The set is very odd.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia
Really
French is
specific bit of
celebrating the return
advice.
of a missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old basset hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Yeah.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house.
No, I'm
there
Violet.
are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpet's priceless. Now, how long are you staying for? That's fine. It's yours for as long as you want it. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
Also, these dialogue choices of, like, the thing or nothing are odd.
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing. You don't bleed? That
Yeah,
sounds
it is.
serious. You must have a serious job to do. Hi, I'm
So
Rob.
I think this is one of their older games of this nature,
Please
and that it's not just, like, going.
If you'd like a reading. So, what's your question, Sam?
Well, that's a bit direct.
Oh. The Page of Cups. It suggests I'm innocent of whatever it is I'm being accused of. I'm going to be seeing a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam? Mysterious. But I know you're in room 4, Sam. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Well, I mean, process of elimination.
200 meters, 300 meters, 400, 500, 600, 700. Nearing the end of the rope now, she informed Dimitri at 800 meters. If we lose communication, just... The rest was inaudible. I'll just tug the rope and you'll pull me back up, Dimitri said to himself. After plummeting what was probably a few hundred meters more, he
What?
jerked to a sudden halt.
Am I listening to?
That's the end of the rope, Dimitri said out loud. He wasn't sure why he suddenly felt the need to narrate. He could almost convince himself that he was doing it for the recording device on his arm, or in the small hope that Dr. Utani and the others could still hear him. But secretly he knew. He simply wished to break the unsettling silence that commanded this deep and dark void.
Anyway, I gotta be careful
Let's
not
have
to
some
near
light,
into these walls.
he said as he turned on the small lamp on his helmet. Dimitri
Yeah.
slowly rotated it on the rope to inspect all sides of the tunnel. Only now did it occur to him
Like,
how
what?
narrow the
What
tunnel
is
really
this
was.
audio? What does that have to do
If he
with
got
anything?
stuck somehow,
So I get the real thing is one of the first attempts they did of doing the F&B thing. Like, I'm not gonna say like accidentally become a getaway driver and do everything wrong or be terrible at dating or good in any way, but like, yeah, but there was a sense of polish to them that this doesn't have.
paper. I'll make a copy of the etchings for you, Dr. Utani. You can thank me when I come back up. He placed the piece of paper over the etchings and proceeded to rub it with the pencil. Copying all of the writing took
Ow!
longer than he would have liked. It wasn't easy to find some of the small markings in the pitch-black darkness, so the work was
Good to know that I can
tedious
turn
and
that
fiddly.
off.
Yet the soft scratching on the pencil had a soothing quality to it. It managed to chase away...
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Story of my life.
from the unnerving silence, he thought, until you realised two things.
Okay.
It wasn't it?
Good, you got my message. Chief
Oh,
Inspector.
again with the,
DuPont.
like, just
Wasn't sure you
dead
cared.
on in your
I
face.
suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she...
Cards that move? What are you talking
So I
about?
didn't take it seriously. Because things, I don't have
This-
enough.
this-
That's where you come in.
This dialogue is
Thursday
something.
isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it? Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
So, wait, who are you? Like,
Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork. Your old town? A problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam.
I mean,
Don't blow it.
whoa, actual choices.
Not much. Perhaps you should do some
I
investigation.
feel like if you're a shapeshifter, then the whole, like, oh, people are looking for you in your old town thing is not a problem, kind of inherently. Like,
Board here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady.
it's weird having your name in a
Where are you going
game.
with this, Sam? What's she told you? She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone. What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a...
Also, this
scholarship.
guy is
Yeah.
like
It was in the local
off-brand
paper.
Skinner
Remember
energy
Bonjour?
is really powerful.
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Let's yeah. Let's just throw that option out.
They're as thick as thieves, covering for each other. Well, except the male one. You'll see what I mean. Obviously. Anyone who walks in, predicts a murder, then that murder happens. Suspicious.
Like, and they subtitled it that way too.
In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it was strictly between you and me. Dorota had a
Yes?
gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
But you know it. Can I unthrow away that option?
Felt like he was going mad. Nothing made sense. He just wanted to leave this nightmare and go home. But home was a million miles away. He knew he was alone here, and no one would be coming to help him.
Why is the radio nothing but weird
Whispering
podcasts?
to him. As the murmurs grew louder, Dimitri was almost able to make out individual words in a language wholly unknown to him, or any other man. Its harsh consonants and unearthly vowels chilled.
Sam, is it?
Whoa, just
I'm sensing
boom.
you're not here for a reading. Chief DuPont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise. I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth.
So, like, are they zooming in, or is the cameraman just, like,
We saw danger
right
in the cars and
there,
we tried to
like,
stop it.
a foot away?
Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team. We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
So, like...
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
The writers of this have a really interesting understanding of tarot.
I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me. She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
I'm fine, thanks.
Hemming and hawing. It's just one word repeated over and over. I need a cross-reference with the data list findings. At the first glance, it seems to be about abuse or torture.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way. I heard you say earlier your name's Sam. You don't look like a Sam. I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician. No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there. Spoken like the true killer, posing as a detective, trying to frame someone else for the murder. I was in my room, praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work. I don't believe in anything, but I also believe anything is possible, so it's a conundrum. We did a reading, a group reading, actually, with a special tarot deck. The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own.
I'm still, like, finding it very weird that,
Mercury,
like...
It's not exactly
You are a magical shapeshifter.
With a normal
tarot is BS.
You have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck. I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Later that night, Dimitri awoke to the sound of cold and hollow whispers in the...
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam? It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now. Mercury agrees with you. It's nice that you're being honest with me and with yourself.
Okay.
Coughing violently and uncontrollably. Lung adds his own...
Hi. Sam, is it? Come on in. Make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on. I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is? You've done your research. The happy squirrel was vague and mysterious, but not evil.
What?
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
I don't think that's how it works. I'm also fairly certain there's no happy squirrel. I thought that was a joke option.
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails. No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off. The cards told us to. Well, the cards in Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery-pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
Like, this is riding a weird line between boring and what the hell?
Job. Okay. We make a cheese obelisk.
Like
a chop. And depending on the shape of that chop, we get different answers to questions.
So, what?
No, you don't. She's like my big sister, so pretty well. No.
Also, these little idol poses are just like... we don't know what the film is. We're just gonna, like, shoot stuff in slow motion and hope that it looks dramatic. And not just super awkward. And way too zoomed in.
I know! As fast as I can. I love you too. Okay?
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already? Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though. Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend. Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already. It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere. No, and I didn't murder her, if that's what you're asking.
That saves you a lot of time.
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
Okay.
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually. Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos. I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam.
I mean...
I think I'll get the sign changed.
If you're renting them a room, like...
Will you just use it to flatten bed sheets?
Definitely not the term.
Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed.
What is this now? Oh.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Okay.
Bullet for luck as I reload them. Riser to my feet.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Violet. I didn't see her last night, did you?
You think she's the murderer? Did Violet know Dorota?
I'm not sure I'd go that far, but it's definitely suspicious.
Far from the outside world. And with my back.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
So, okay.
Please don't ask us to leave.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
So this is
That sounds ominous.
inherently like opening up the option tree a lot,
If one of your crew,
which I guess is good.
you can't really stay here, can you?
The police want alibis from everyone. Bronwyn says you're suspicious.
I mean, those are both terrible things to ask.
The military evaluation, like the rest of Thacker's creations. She had already been here once. It was just a matter of time until she returned. My thumb
So,
caresses the safety
Just double
insurance.
checking. I didn't have the. Okay, no.
As I reach the steel wall, the garage plunges into total dark.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
She weaves her way around wrecked cars, drawing even closer.
Like, so much of it
My
is so
first
weird.
shot goes wide.
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
To her knees, just a few feet down the slope.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around.
That's kind of funny.
afterwards.
All of these other dialogue options are voiced, but not when
You strike me as someone braver than that.
in default mode.
Why would I run?
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman, even if you're innocent, and George will
Thanks.
probably convict you.
Even if I'm innocent.
My mind's not made up. I just don't understand why you'd broadcast your victim before you did it.
Caterpillar, slowly nibbling on a pair of purple curtains in my bedroom. The sun goes down.
Hi, Hi. Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Very interesting. So
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
How's Bronwyn been?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
How can you not remember, Violet?
I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
How's Bronwyn been?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
Excuse me. So-
It's quite heavy, and it feels like...
One last thing I'm just vaguely curious about.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
What animal do you think it might be?
It's perhaps
uh,
a Chinese dragon?
Okay, there's just no, like,
Might be
overall...
drag.
What's going on, Violet? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Well, what are you doing here then? You said you'd help me. I just need you to keep an eye on the guests and let me know if you see anything strange. So, if you're here, who's doing that?
With wings. One of the pair originally don't.
So, okay, like... this feels like more real of an adventure game than I would expect from a FMV game, especially from these people. And a bit off, and a bit like we are definitely going to have some bad misunderstanding of mental illness stuff going on in this game. Also, one of the characters has my name, and that's just weird.